I admire the amazing visuals of an open world game which is finally set in London for once. As I drive towards Big Ben, I wonder what is more rare, the fact this game is set in the UK for once, or the fact I haven't been robbed or bummed yet. Nonetheless, I take in these amazing visuals and just look at how good this game looks. Hell's bells! Is it just me that thinks the graphics look impressive as heck? I then stumble into the nearest pub for a quick pint to help forget that one of my hacker mates mysteriously disappeared the other night. This matey boy begins staring at my arse and appears to be having thoughts of bumming me. I quickly leave. Hacking people and discovering their dirty little secrets is a feature I love in Watch Dogs. Imagine if you could do this in real life. The amount of freaks and just complete donkeys you discover here in the UK would make your balls churn. Trust me. I then get into my car, which can actually turn invisible, which is pretty damn cool. Running over people and snapping legs of innocent lives has never been so much fun. Although I have to admit, the physics when running people over isn't too pretty. To be fair, that only matters if you're a bum like me who likes running down the occasional pissant on the streets. This car even has missiles on it, which is great for blowing up the nearest school bus of kids. Definitely the best car in this game by a long shot. So the driving is sort of similar to GTA 5, but slightly less refined and even more arcadey, with cars feeling weak as piss and very little weight to them. But it's not terrible by any means, and you do get used to it pretty quickly. I'm then told to head to this immigration camp where I can get some leads to where my hacker friend might have gone. One of the blokes starts chatting to me, and I can't work out what's worse: the gap between his teeth that you can fit a bloody dump truck in, or the low pitch of his horrendous voice acting that sounds lower than your mum's tits.
We're the reason the city's gone to shite, you see.
He pisses off and I decide to perform a quick prostate exam, whilst this bloke seems to be looking for a reason to live. To forget how many pieces of crap were stuck to his arse hairs, I neck another pint. Pissed as a fart, I'm told to hack this EPC database to figure out where my hacker friend might have gone, which is heavily guarded by goons. As I enter the restricted area, I'm spotted right away and get utterly murked and then arrested. Necking pints was probably not a good idea. It's alright though, because in this game, you can literally play as anyone. This is the first open world game ever made that implements this idea. But is it any good? Well, you're about to find out. As I wait for my favourite character to get let out of jail, I try it again, but as Bob the Builder. Yes, his name is literally Bob. What a bellend. After he's done charging some stupid old bin about 8k to change a single roof tile on their house, I attempt to enter the enemy infested immigration base for a second time. But again, he turns out to be more useless than your nan's life and gets utterly murked. Speaking of old bastards, I then get the idea to play as an old hag. Surely the enemies won't shoot some hunched over bag of bones, right? Well, let's see how realistic this game truly is. So I recruit this old bin who runs like she's royally cacked herself. At least it's kind of realistic though. And I enter the immigration place once again. Yeah, she might see things men can't. I jump over a 1-foot fence that takes about 89 years and then realise this bag of bones is absolutely useless at stealth and can't take cover behind anything. At least, different NPCs actually feel different from one another. But in this case, it's royally doing me in and making things very difficult. I soon find out that enemies don't give a toss that I'm playing as an old bag and I'm forced to throw hands. I nearly get twatted again, so I make a run for it. Yep, her pants are definitely soiled to the brim. Thankfully, there is a portable toilet that she can quickly launch a few turds into. After unloading into the can, I twat more enemies and actually find an assault rifle, which helps massively. The gunplay is kind of average, not awful, but not amazing. I then do some of these annoying yet sort of fun puzzles that's in every single Watch Dogs game, and this time, it reveals where my hacker friend might have escaped to.
Fucker! Get him before he triggers!
It turns out he had a prostate exam booked and couldn't handle the fact that some bloke needed to stick a few fingers up the backside, so he canned it. After learning this valuable information, I tell the old hag to do one as she's utterly useless and begin playing as my favourite character again after being released from jail. Christ, he almost got less jail time than a convicted nonce here in the UK. So we track our friend's last known location to a guarded place around the corner. I get there and perform some satisfying takedowns and hack shit up. Making pipes explode or even hacking enemy turrets is damn satisfying. The countless things to hack is what makes this game truly unique, and it's still very much fun to do. It's the one major feature that sets Watch Dogs apart from other similar open world games like GTA. And one of my favourite moves is turning invisible and then hitting enemies with an RKO out of nowhere.
Watch out, watch out, watch out!
This is why I love Watch Dogs. I then performed some of the most discreet stealth kills you'll ever see using a missile drone. None of the other enemies seem to give a toss, despite it sounding like Bin Laden has entered the gaff. I then head into the basement, which is never a good idea, after I make this matey boy meet his maker first. And here is where things get proper leery and disturbing.
Thanks for the distraction. Gave me the second I needed to take care of this filth.
So it turns out that this bin must have heard the 89 missile drones going off. At least that saved her life after witnessing more horrendous voice acting.
We found your videos. I must say, it's rather bold of you to go after Mary Kelly on your own.
The chances of finding my best pal alive doesn't sound too promising. I sneak around and hear what sounds like a chainsaw or something. Turns out, proper Larry stuff is happening down here, and I think you know what I gotta do.
Kelly's chopping off the bone.
I then fight off the remaining goons using some of the most advanced combat I've ever seen in a video game. Yeah, this shit is basic, but it looks good at least. I head back over to the sorry sod laying on the bed, and it looks like I accidentally twatted this poor baldy when launching my missile drones earlier. I'm then asked to take some pictures for facial recognition, so we can figure out who these poor arseholes are. So I take some pictures.
Unfortunately, I must confirm that this is indeed Angel Lopez.
And Christ's sake, yeah, I accidentally blew him to smithereens earlier. But to be fair, it looked like he was deader than a doornail before anyway. For all the minor issues and hate this game got over the years, I have to say, it's still very much fun to play. And yes, it's a bit goofy at times, and yeah, the voice acting is truly awful. But it doesn't mean the game is any less fun. Just don't expect no Scorsese written main story. And Jesus, this game gets far too much hate than it deserves. I have to admit, I had a lot of fun playing it for this video. It's just one of those games you can switch your brain off to and just enjoy the game mechanics and wacky as hell moments without needing to pay too much attention to cutscenes or plot points. So definitely pick it up if you like the look of this game, and let me know your honest thoughts on Watch Dogs Legion in the comments down below. And don't pay full price for it. You can grab it super cheap from Instant Gaming using the link in the description down below. Also, let me know your favourite Watch Dogs game in the comments. Mine is Watch Dogs 2, and to see just how well it holds up in 2024, this will truly shock you, trust me, it's insane. Make sure to click the card on screen, you don't want to miss it. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you next time.